sometimes.
Yeah. And you got to appreciate it too, because you can do it and that's great. But knowing that you can do it makes it even a billion times better, because then you're like, I can run, you know? So I met Angelo a long time ago.
We're not getting on.
No, I was just chatting. I can say it again. I can chat.
We can chat.
Hello, TikTok. I would like to apologize in advance for any stupid TikTok videos that I'll be making by force in the future.
Yeah, because you always do that in the first place.
I know. And I always have to
Including
go,
YouTube.
no, here's the thing. Here's the unfair thing. They always make me go either like first or last, and they make me do something stupid that I don't want to do. And then they sit around and make me do it again because it wasn't good enough when it wasn't my idea in the first place.
Lame.
But you know who's really good at TikTok videos? Dr. Garda.
Yeah.
Dr. Garda pretty much owns the TikTok video scene.
Pretty much, he's
a dancing fool.
He loves himself. That's what happens when you love yourself.
So some days you get out of school and you go to grandma's, you do some homework. She asks you if you're hungry like 10,000 times, and then you eat something. And some days you get out from school and you do a podcast. It's nice to be you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. School sucked. It did? Anything particular, or just because of the fact that you had to get up this morning? Because I don't like waking up in the morning.
Fourth grade is much better, right?
I liked fourth grade a lot. That was the first time I had a male teacher, was in fourth grade.
I really want to sing a song right now, but I do not want to get copyrighted.
You could sing.
Genius.
No.
Genius. This kid is such a genius.
Uh-huh.
Grandma sent a smiley face. Look.
Oh.
Little babes. That's how.
Hi, Grandma. Grandma knows how to use TikTok?
Yeah.
Nice.
Duh.
Well.
What? I don't know.
So we can Google it while we're on TikTok. Someone can Google it. Like Alex, for example. Alex? BRB. Can you fit? Watch out for mom's fan. She has hot flashes, so we need a fan there.
Yeah, but it's still a different link. Why is it a different link? I saw that one already.
Ooh. Hi, Brooklyn Grandma.
Oh, you're on YouTube, TikTok?
I was thinking of you because Betsy is having a sale. Betsy's always having a sale.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Poor Betsy. Oh, so this conversation happened this morning, and I feel like a parenting fail. Here was the conversation I had with my 16-year-old son, Jesse. Yeah, it's really sad, like it was really like I was really shocked, and sad. Robert Redford passed away. Who is Robert Redford? I was like, parenting fail. But I said, he's kind of like Brad Pitt, like from my generation or whatever. So there was a picture online too of Robert Redford when he was like less than 1 year old being held up by his father. And he looks exactly like him. And I was telling Jesse about what a pioneer Robert Redford was and how much he gave to the arts, and how he set up the Sundance Film Festival and, gave a chance for young up and coming filmmakers to be heard and seen, and that he was a really great guy. I don't know if Jesse listened to a word I said, but at least I tried because I really did I do admire Robert Redford. I think he's a really big asset to the arts community, and he was a big supporter, and he was hot. So.
Okay.
Brad Pitt actually does look like Robert Redford looked back in the day. There's like a continuous line of them. So
how do we switch it to the other thing? Because people are waiting on that one.
TikTok.
No. People waiting.
Sorry.
They don't hear you.
No. I'll just mentally.
No, we're on the wrong link.
So in midlife, sometimes you don't know what's going on. One of the greatest things about it is you don't really care as much. Life is too short. Just have fun. Don't be quiet.
Come on, Angelo.
Yay, I'm back.
Thank you. How was your trip to the bathroom? Exciting?
Embarrassing.
No, at least the door was closed.
Nobody saw you.
I forgot you were in there. Just kidding. No, I didn't.
That with the thing on.
Yeah. It's cute, right?
Oh, fix it. Oh, is it on?
Yeah, no, it's on. It sticks to your shirt. That's how have you ever seen it when I interview
Yeah.
people on the street? I give them one and I hold one, but it's got a fuzzy top, which I like. We did it when we went to the thing. So you get out of school. You have homework?
Yeah.
What subjects are you taking?
Math, science.
Those are your
That's all.
favorites? That's all? Doubtful. In the curriculum, plus I heard you studying for a spelling test, so I know you have English in there somewhere. So, but I'm thinking that you like math and science the best. You've always been better at math than me, even when you were like 2. I think you were better at math than me. I think you were born better at math than me because I was already making mistakes. Some people are good at different things.
I wonder when she's gonna talk.
That's not letting me click on YouTube at all.
She's going to talk when she's happy, so we might have to wait a while.
I just deleted the link
Oh,
and wrote Angelo on YouTube on this one. It's obvious. All right, and you're live on, I think you're live on YouTube.
yes. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
One's under a different link.
Welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast.
You sound like that guy from The Simpsons.
Come on, ready? We're going to do it. Let's start now. All right, Angelo, it's up to you.
Welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast.
What's your name?
Angelo.
And I'm Christy.
And I'm Elle.
So, how was your day?
It was really good. It was
What's the first thing you like to do when you get home?
relax.
Do you really relax or do you grab a device?
Both.
What's the favorite device? You can't even say both.
Virtual reality.
Yeah.
I have questions about
And you like
that.
to play with your friends on VR?
Yes.
Oh. On what platform, Mother?
What?
She said there's a bad echo.
Oh, well, I can't
And I
find
know why it is. 'Cause
YouTube.
this.
Yeah. But we need that, right? For the other one?
And I have to admit, because there's nothing I can do about it.
We'll just put it lower so it doesn't have the contact with it. This is riveting. Where do I find?
Is there still an echo?
Where's the link?
The link.
How do I can't find us.
You're on your YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Midlife Mafia.
You can talk.
I can. I often get shut down, but I can talk.
Majority of the time you can shut down.
So here's the thing about VR, Angelo. I did it once at this place that was really cool, and I loved it because I did this thing where it was you made sandwiches and you had to put like the bread. Have you ever done one like that? And you make sandwiches. You have to put so like it goes down an assembly line. There's the look, we're at YouTube. That's so cool. There's the bread, and you have to like put the bread in a certain order. They show they'll give you like a picture of what they want the sandwich to look like, and then you had to do it that way. But I've never really done stuff like way more about it than I do, because you do stuff where you can talk to your friends and stuff like that. Can you see your friends when you're in the VR? See them?
No.
You see are they VR
But you see
people
their
or-
characters, right?
Yeah, do they have characters that you see?
Yeah.
What are you? A dragon? A little cute boy?
Chinese man.
You are? That's cool. Says Angelo.
I literally look like a Chinese man with a orange cap with a suit.
Nice. So you're a McLaren racing fan, huh?
Wow.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
That's just called neglectful parenting. So when you're on the VR with your friends, like, do you all decide to meet? Do you have like a chat room where you meet in the chat room, or like how does that work? Like you said, you're a code, or I don't know how.
Yes, they said the code. I hear code. Code. Try this one.
This is why you're the most craziest person I've ever met.
You're not the first person to say
I don't care.
I think your grandmother might have said that not too long ago.
I know I'm crazy. I get everything done.
That's why you both people on the
Yeah, well,
Grandma's way past midnight.
let's not talk about grandma when grandma's not here.
She said she's getting every other word. She says she can't hear it.
So, is there?
I don't know. If I ask her what she's on, it'll go through this whole thing that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So when I first met Angelo,
Well, she's texting me. So that's
when I first met Angelo, shortly after we met,
my mother texted. You could write it on the page, Mom. You don't have to write it in text message. Because I called her old. She said you're dead. See, my mother still yells at me.
Yeah.
and me, your mother yells at me too.
Tell me, when you ask me for Robux, what do you get for that? But what do you?
Yeah, why do you need? Do you need accessories for your Chinese man with the hat?
That's VR now.
Oh, sorry.
Mobile.
See, I don't even know the difference. That's how clueless I am.
And you play a lot.
You're constantly asking for what are they?
He stopped for a very long time, and then all of a sudden now it's coming
Yeah,
up
it came
again.
back. You know what else is coming back? Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know that it ever went away, but it did sort of go away, but then it sort of came back.
Both my children went through that.
Yeah, it's like the thing that never ends.
Can I take a little break on the couch?
And disappoint your fans? First, can you explain to me what's the difference between Minecraft and Roblox? Because I don't know.
Minecraft has like more like has not that much games. You have to buy games mods.
And what? Which one?
And then Roblox, you just play.
Do you build
games.
stuff? Is that how it is? Are you building things? Because it's like, to me, when I hear the word blocks, I feel like you're building something.
Yeah.
What do you build?
In Minecraft, houses.
Don't worry, Daddy's your number one on YouTube. He's in front of me. And he called you a little racist.
What?
So Dad will get us banned from.
Why is he a racist? Because he mentioned someone's nationality, like his own nationality of his avatar?
Well, let's not get into this conversation now.
Can I take a break? Oh, someone could.
Do you have a fill-in? Who's going to fill in for you while you're not here? You can't take a break unless you get a scan.
This is all about you. Me and Elle really need to do this.
I remember when you were little, and all of a sudden, for some reason,
I love that. I love that you wrote that.
Okay. Why do you love that he wrote that?
I didn't see the second one. I saw Midlife Mafia.
He wrote, "I don't care."
I'm trying to go.
I saw Midlife Mafia.
I just want
Your eyesight also starts failing in midlife.
Dan, I think it's time to pick him up.
Can I just please?
Can I just?
We should just ask some more questions.
Can I just? Out of curiosity too. I'm not trying to be like.
Grandma
you know,
said, "Stop being a scoostamana."
I don't feel
Mm.
boring, buddy.
So if there was some advice, like you know how school just started, pretty much the year is pretty new, and you see the little kids coming in, right? Like the kindergartners and stuff like that. Do you have any advice for them? Like they're scared, they haven't been out of the away from home too much and stuff. What would you advise them?
No.
Don't go.
No.
I can spell. Kind of. Angelo, you have so much to talk about all the time.
Constantly.
My favorite thing is to go to sleep.
No, that's Aliana's favorite thing. In fact, I think she's sleeping now.
Your baby.
Oh, the couch, Mom.
All right.
We'll be right back on the Midlife Mafia podcast. Enjoy.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, there was no YouTube. There was no Roblox. There was no TikTok. There was no internet. Oh, hard. It was pretty. Yeah. Somehow we managed to make friends and know each other.
Look at this. And
How did we manage to do that?
What's that? Just popped up on my thing. Oh, you can continue to talk.
I can, but I'll probably get in trouble. So, you know how sometimes an opportunity comes up that you don't expect? Often an opportunity comes up that you don't expect. So, yesterday, my daughter was waiting for the train, and behind her were some girls from her school, from college, and she was listening to their conversation, and they started talking smack about this guy that ghosted her. So she was just about to put her music on headphones, and she heard it, and she was like, ugh. And she was listening, and she was like, they were totally ragging on him, and she so wanted to join in the conversation. And I said, you should have joined in the conversation. And she goes, but I wasn't sure if it was the right guy, and I would feel stupid if it was the wrong guy. But then the more details they went into, she realized it was the right guy. And then the train came, so she didn't get to like participate in the conversation. But I'm like, how often does that happen? That's like a gift. Like, how did you not? Those could be your future best friends. So I was like, that's like an interesting thing that happened. Then this old guy talking to her on because they were both missing the same stop, and he was telling her all this stuff, and he showed her these pictures of his house that he had in Guatemala. He has like a mansion in Guatemala.
She could really just talk.
And he has like, it's like 2 stories, and the bathroom is like a swimming pool bathtub. And he was saying all this stuff about how his wife can't come here because he doesn't have a green card, so he's here working. And he's 78 years old, and it's his 3rd wife, and she's in Guatemala living it up, and he won't go back because he has the easiest job in the world, working at a dental lab. Of all things that she meets a stranger, his job is working at a dental lab where he says he occasionally does 3D images of teeth and then watches a lot of Netflix. So he'll never quit. And he also thinks that once he stops, that's gonna be it. He doesn't want to go back to Guatemala and live with his wife. But she had this whole conversation with this guy. I'm like, I don't talk to strangers. But she actually said a very good thing. She said, you know, I always tell her, trust your gut. If you have like a weird feeling about someone or about something, like follow your feeling, go with it. And she said, normally your fight or flight feeling, when you get that feeling, normally it'll be that you have a weird feeling and it turns out to be unwarranted, even though you follow it anyway. But when you don't have a weird feeling, rarely are you making the wrong choice, because most likely you'll say, okay, I'm not talking to this guy. But she said she didn't have that feeling at all. She felt like it was, he was this old guy. I said, rule of thumb, if you can outrun him or take him, you can talk to him. Otherwise, that's kind of how I deal with the patients.
Well, today's been a day. You can't make that up.
Yeah. But that's what life is. It's a series of unfortunate events. No, it's a series of events that happen, and it's up to you to choose how to look at those events. They're happening in a completely, baseline way. And it's all about your interaction, your reaction, and your understanding of them, and how you choose to interpret them and be a problem solver or whatever that's going to make them whatever it is that they are. Not everything has to be a problem, and not everything has to be like the greatest thing ever. Things are just things, and you can turn them into whatever it is that you want them to be.
Talk a little bit about today.
My day?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I had a very nice day, because one of the things I really like to do, which I'm not sure if you like.
You were kicking and screaming. How could you have that nice day?
I told you in the car, I had a great day, actually, because I felt like I got so much done because I was like working by myself.
You had that part done, but then afterwards you said everybody was bothering you.
Well, they always bother me. They're not really bothering me. I'm like problem solving. But the thing that's irritating is when everyone has a different story. So you don't want to believe one person over the other person, but that, and they're not even necessarily lying. That's just their perception of the situation. And they're all completely on a different page. They're not even reading the same book. you know. But today I actually help. What I really like to do in my job is that when I help the business and when I help people, you know, when I help people I work with, when I help other people. And this guy was having a problem and he tried to solve it himself and he just got really very frustrated. And I said, you know what, sometimes you just need someone else to intervene. So I called for him after all this stuff, you know, like he tried first for a long time. And then I said, let me just try. So I called for him and I actually told his insurance company, you need to give this guy a call because you're creating stress in his life by giving him mixed signals and he needs something done that only you and he can do together. So it would be in everyone's best interest if you took the bull by the horns and you dealt with this situation because he's getting really frustrated and he's your client. And they did. They said, hold on a minute. And I thought they were going to put us on three-way, you know, like, which was, I had already talked to him twice that morning because he called me because he missed a phone call while he was in the bathroom. So we had to call and make sure that it wasn't me. I was like, no, it wasn't me. So the guy called him from the insurance company while I was on the phone, but he didn't put me on three-way and he set everything up. He goes, I did it. I worked it out. I did it. And so I felt like I said, thank you, because you helped this guy out, which in turn, you know, helped out the office, you know, and it was just something that I felt like was a nice thing for me to do, you know? And since I could, my dad always said to me, if you can help someone, just do it. So I did, you know?
Sometimes you help too much.
Well, then there was that little bird in my ear going, Christy would tell you that you're wasting her money by helping someone else. But then
I don't say that. What I say is it's taking too much time. Most of the time, turns out the patient just leaves.
Right.
So you wasted your time.
No. But in this case, since I know that little bird, because it's spoken to me before, I evaluated the situation before I got myself involved and decided that the ends justified the means. Because I thought it was a very simple problem to solve, which it was. And it made a lot of people happy, and that made me happy, you know? So that started off my day at a good thing. What started off my day is actually I dropped my son off at college because he's in high school, but he does half a day of college. And on the way, the way that I drove him there was past the preschool that he used to go to when he was 3. So
you cry everything.
I cried. Yeah. So I cried the whole way back. I cried the whole way to work, tears streaming down my face. Because I can't.
I thought I turned the volume.
Okay, Marietta. So
I wanted to ask Marietta to join, but that requires Amanda to get up. And, she doesn't do that. It says you could acclimate it.
You invite them?
Yeah.
But so then I started, you know, I'm driving back through his, you know, past his preschool and everything. It was just like, where did the time go? Like, really, where? It just seems like just yesterday when I was driving
Just
him
call
there.
her first. She said she was going to join if she could.
Okay.
She wasn't join in person, but might as well do a midlife mafia since my son pooped out after 5 minutes.
You know what? I think he did a good job. It was his first try.
Angelo, you did a great job. If Amanda would have had it all right, we would have went on for a half hour.
I remember the first time I ever had to go live on the air, and I was really, really terrified. And I thought to myself, if I can't do this, then I'm not going to be able to have, I will to get a job in radio. Like, this is, I have to do this. So I forced myself, and my hands were shaking so much that I couldn't even hold the microphone. I'm tremors, but I did it because I knew I had to do it. And sometimes you have to take yourself out of your comfort zone to expand your comfort zone and to make you actually more.
I'm not in my comfort zone.
You weren't at first.
Oof.
Now you're, hey, welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast.
You think you're funny, Jane?
No, you don't think anything I do is ever funny. Unfortunately, you're wrong.
Well, I did tell you how to handle those people that work today.
Yes, and I watch you like a hawk because you.
Well, I don't answer my phone. I mean, you don't call me and tell me that I definitely don't want to hear your bad side. I pay them to hear. I don't want to hear them. 2 people fighting in my office as adults. I just
couldn't understand who was fighting. That's the problem. The problem is figuring out what is actually going on through everybody's version of the story. There's her version and his version, and then there's your version. So you have to make your own version out of whatever information that you have. I still to this minute don't know what happened, but we'll talk about it. You know, it is what it is. Everyone is still alive as far as I know.
Mhm. Well, that's why I told you. You don't feed into the situation. You say next time you're in the office at the same time, I'll have a conversation, or if one of you want to come in when I'm there to talk. Because you can't always know, even though somebody one of them I've known forever.
Right.
But you have to get both sides.
Yeah. And you have to know that they're both wrong, because the right answer is somewhere in the middle, right?
The wrong thing was to call me.
I
I
wouldn't.
mean, I didn't talk again to Amanda.
I wouldn't have called you.
Once I see the phone call me, here Amanda, because you know how I would.
Yes, that's why I would never call you.
I don't care about little tiffs and.
Yeah. I mean,
I could not care less. All I know is every time you fight, then I lose. And also, you make patients uncomfortable.
right.
So the bottom line is, the dentist is a horrible place to go to begin with,
That's how I feel.
and when they're uncomfortable from sitting in their chair,
From walking in the room,
and then
they're
the
uncomfortable.
constant chaos and the
Right.
I would walk out.
So would
because
I.
I'm scared.
You're right. You're already looking for an excuse not to be there. The tension in the office makes it worse. I
So
agree.
it's like when I go for a pap smear. If there's no tension in that office, I'm out that door.
There's no tension in that office.
What are you talking about? You were pregnant in that office. Why did you? If you go early, you watch one of those them drink those orange juice or whatever.
I'm trying to think.
There's a lot of people don't like them.
No, people don't. People don't like going to the doctor in general. Any doctor.
Well, supposedly Dr. A has this thing that you can take a pill for colonoscopy.
They gave me a pill too. It just doesn't work. You don't need to have the procedure.
Mom, what was that? She online? I think that's how she's getting me to go.
For the cleanse, they do have a pill. It just doesn't work. And if you want to run the risk of having to do it twice, then
You'll have to do it once. I never did it.
Because the first time I did it, I had to redo it. And it was miserable. And it was like a billion times worse the second time.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yes, you are going to do it because you're adult and you have to make sure that you're your own health detective, your own health advisor. So the burying your head in the sand technique is not working.
Unfortunately, take the microphone on this microphone because they're all having a hard time.
Really?
On TikTok also. They're not hearing us.
Is it because we're going straight through the
They're
thing
hearing
instead
us
of the
every
board?
other minute. That's what they're saying.
Oh.
No, TikTok is for the like.
I won't talk for a minute and then I'll talk and then they'll get the part.
No.
She almost laughed. Did you see that? She almost laughed.
Angelo, you want to come back on? Angelo. We need you.
We always need you.
I feel sick.
Come hug me.
I'm getting warm.
Hot flash.
I'm really sick, bro.
Ella's having a hot flash.
I'm not having a hot flash. Although I have noticed that my
Daddy's gonna pick you up in a little bit.
that I am getting, like, you go through spurts, because when we are going to get a hormone replacement doctor to speak on our show, and hopefully we'll be able to get, we have a lot of things that we're planning in the works. A lot of people have asked us questions, and there's so much that we don't know. Every time you enter a new phase in your life, and even when you ask people about it, even you had your kids, for example, they were 7 years apart. It's like by the time you get 7 years, there's a whole new stroller system. Like everything is so much cooler and different than it was before.
It didn't matter. I got rid of everything and then I got pregnant.
But it's like wasn't it like all new stuff?
I didn't have anymore.
But you would think a stroller is a stroller, but they like God, those things look like spacecrafts after a while. They used to the competitions
Well,
of the
your kids
women
are a
with the
little
stroller.
older. I mean,
2004, 2008.
well, I mean, Jesse and Michael. I don't think there was much different. There's very few things that I had to say about it. You could have.
But like I mean a different style.
Actually, the second time around, I didn't want half the stuff.
Right. Because you knew you didn't need it.
I didn't care as much.
I know.
The bottle fell.
Yeah, I know. The pacifier
Big
fell. It's like
difference.
take the nipple, put it in your mouth, suck all the lint from Macy's floor off of it, and then give it back to the baby.
I didn't use pacifiers, but
Yeah, it wasn't a plan. It just kind of happened. And then I was terrified to use it for the second one because taking it away from the first one was like taking crack away from an addict, and so I didn't want to go down that road.
oh God, trust me, I know the bottle was just.
And it's the first thing that you really have to take away from them that they really want, and you want them to have what they want. So it's just miserable. It's miserable.
Well, Angelo quit on us. That was
But today,
Angelo. Yeah,
oh yeah,
his kindergarten graduation. You bring that picture up.
oh god,
Preschool. That's what I said.
yeah. He would. I remember before
Oh, God.
before he had to do like a dance or a recital or whatever when he had those, he would just be like so anxiety.
Yeah, he was.
Spotlight isn't for everyone.
But
Which is funny because he's such a vibrant kid, and when he like owns the
that's
VR,
what's very weird about it because he just, I think the other night before.
well,
His microphone. Oh, I didn't know he gave it back to you. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I hear him very clearly.
I heard the TV.
Oh. Angela, you want to say hi to everybody? Grandma's looking for you.
Oh my God, this is all your husband. Yeah, he has a stuck for a father.
That's just normally how he is. You think I'm confident?
That's something you just can't buy, your type of confidence. That's amazing.
Is it confident or you just don't care?
It's confident. And you know it. Or do you not care, or do you really do care?
I don't care. Now I started. Like, you used to be like, I just realized it can't be done. I gave up a little bit,
You relaxed your standards. That's good because your standards are
my
too high.
standards are very high.
Very high. Very high.
It's disgusting. I believe it's disgusting.
I mean, there's no way to ever be happy if
It's not being happy. I'm happy.
when's that?
Never. The only time I'm happy is with my children.
Me too. Isn't that sad?
Why is it sad?
Because we should be happy being alive.
Angelo!
I mean, you're happiest with your children, but our default setting should be happy.
I have the podcast on my iPad, so I'm going to be watching it.
Well, you could be in it.
Stay with us, Ange.
If you were going to do, let's say you were going to do a podcast on your own, like and be able to have your own, what would it be about? No, we didn't have any subscribers when we started.
On YouTube, we have 26,000 subscribers. We can give you some.
We used to have none.
June 18th we started, right?
Did we?
June 18th, I think, was the first release. It was the first show.
June 18th.
Welcome to the Midlife Month
of this year?
June 18th, 2025.
Really?
The first episode of
God, it feels like so much longer.
It feels like forever now.
Yeah, right. Doesn't it?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
We got some good episodes coming up though. The last one, I'm so sorry nobody could hear.
I know. And one of the things about the last one, which I would like to bring up if you watched our last full episode, is that first of all, it's very hard to concentrate when you can't really understand the volume is lower, the person is speaking like very clearly, which is why we released it with subtitles because I thought that would be much better. Um, Also, there were a lot of things I wanted. It was about Ed Rose's second book, so I didn't want to talk too much about his first book because I wanted to talk about his second book. But you really needed to talk about the book because it was
It's not a matter of well, we did ask him the question that needed to be asked, but the volume was such a big. I mean, like
yeah.
today I was driving my husband somewhere, and he said to me,
I can't hear a word that guy's saying.
"Give me the book up," because at this point
Right,
he didn't want to give it. Like he didn't want to miss this.
right,
But
right.
I did tell him he did click on the one without the subtitles, so I told him to go on, watch it. If you read it, I mean, you can understand what he said. But he also was nervous, I think, a little bit
Yeah,
too.
I think so too.
And he does, and we knew from the beginning he has a little problem with his voice, so that was part of the issue.
And I would like, and what I didn't say that I wish I would have in the introduction of Mr. Rose is that he is an amazing person. Like I was blown away because his is a story of he literally, I mean, he went into all this in the first book, and I didn't want to go through it all because it wasn't in the book that we were talking about. But he literally was a product of an affair in a time that was very scandalous. Like it still is, but he was dropped off at an orphanage with a do not adopt, you know, um, itinerary, agenda, whatever you call it, directive. And so he never knew actually his parents at all. He figured they must have died in a car accident or something. No. And when he was about 9, he had grown up from infancy in this orphanage, and when he was about 9, his biological parents, who were not married to each other at the time of his conception, got married and had other children, and the orphanage called and said, "Remember the one that you guys, dropped off 9 years ago?" And they said, "You know what? We wanna start over. We wanna forget the past. We want to the orphanage." And so that was very, very hurtful to him, and never got over that because he could never understand that. And I almost wish that they never told him that. And when I asked my mom, like, why would they tell him that? Because it's not good to hear that. He could have lived his life without ever knowing that. And she said, sometimes you don't. I said, why would they do that, first of all? And she said, sometimes it's for their other kids. They don't want to lose the respect of their other kids who find out that they did this. So they don't tell them. So I don't know if that was anything in play or anything, but despite this adversity, which a million
After a
people,
certain amount of years, they should be able to be in
yeah, you like, uh,
because they can come back and get them.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, my mom, when I started telling her the story, she thought that I was going to say they put a do not adopt, whatever I can't think of the name, uh, directed on him, and she was like, but they adopted him out anyway because apparently that happens all the time. People drop their kids off and say, "I'm coming back," and then they send the kid somewhere, and then they never see him again. But this was in that case, that didn't happen. So he grew up institutionalized basically, and he had some bad experiences and he had some good experiences, but he made it through, and he was able to guide himself and really some thinking about the rules that were going to guide his life, and he wrote them down, and he actually lived his life in a way that he thought was valuable, and it really was valuable, and a lot of people would have given a million things that happened to him along the way an excuse to not be a good person or fulfill their destiny or get addicted to drugs or something, but he did. He always strove to be better, and he always, to this day, he volunteers his time, and he's still learning. He still wants to get on TikTok. He's still learning, and that to me was most admirable.
Yeah, he was really trying to do that.
What a great inspirational person, because any one of the things that could happen to him, just one of the many things would have been an excuse for another person, a weaker person, to just give up, and he never did. So,
He was trying a lot.
yeah, he's got ears pierced. Oh, now I'm in.
Oh, Marietta's trying to get on.
Oh,
I think we still have to accept her, and I'm not signed in under. Just it's faster. Oh,
oh, bro.
she's got two of.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda.
Oh, YouTube star, huh? Yay! YouTube star. Finally behind the cameras.
But there are actually, I mean, there are, I should sit, everyone always sees the side of my head. Don't put baby in the corner.
You wanna sit next to me? Oh. We did have somebody in between us, but that didn't work anymore. Oh, I see her. Actually, I don't see her. And why are we upside down? This is very annoying.
We're not upside down on my phone.
Marietta, you're on live.
Well, I'm glad Marietta's on. I don't see her.
Marietta, your camera's off.
I think she's requesting us on two of them. Somebody else is requesting us.
Mm. So how was your day? What hurts?
I have a sore throat and stuff. It'll go away.
It always does. One week.
I don't know. I hit a button.
You know what? That
And I don't have a TikTok. So.
Here, I'll go on TikTok. I'm not,
No, I mean I don't actually have an account.
no, I know. So I'll go on it. I don't know how that will help anything.
Well, I'll send a rose.
It'll give me a new viewpoint of what we're doing.
Nice.
So I personally don't understand why people just scroll through and just watch random people doing random things all the time on TikTok, like, and find it fascinating. The 3 seconds of their life that they devote to
I
scrolling.
ordered $50-something worth of candy the other day, watching somebody fill candy orders. Green apple, oh, sours.
You're gonna have to get that tooth fixed.
I know.
Oh my god, it's me.
Yeah, hi Amanda.
Oh, it's Amanda. That's how I felt the first time I saw myself on too. I was like, "Whoa, that's weird."
We just saw our nostrils.
I'm gonna figure out how to change this.
Amanda just showed everybody. Everybody, you like Amanda?
I can't hear anything out of my headphones. Am I on the right?
I hear you.
Oh,
Lisa.
oh,
Lee, join.
oh! God, that's loud.
I know. I'm asking to join again. Just I did it by accident. No, Lisa, join us.
No.
She's trying to.
Oh, I'm getting one.
Lee, you got to put it live, Lee. That's just your picture.
Ah, hi. Hi, beautiful.
Lisa, your camera is behind.
And this is what happens when women in midlife try to go live. No, actually, there's so many cool. What?
Lisa's there.
Hi, Lee. How you feel?
I got it. Why aren't I in the camera?
Stressed out.
You're stressed out.
Stressed out. You're stressed out.
Wow.
Amanda, my mother said you're blocking the camera. I don't know what you're doing, but maybe on YouTube.
I can see.
She's actually blocking.
So, Lisa, would you like to talk about your day or no? Just talk about that it was stressful.
How was your day, Lee?
Yes. you, Marietta.
How was the appointment?
Can we do one thing at a time? I can barely hear as it is.
Lee, just wait 1 second, because you know that co-host that we have that always needs to be the center of attention. She's trying to get in. John, she needs help.
Which
I'll sit next to it because it looks weird.
which are we supposed to be wearing both?
Hmm.
What's this part?
That's the stuff. I put it on the bottom of my mic.
The I get feedback, but that's probably why I can't hear myself. Yeah. Most of it is from Marietta's thing.
Let's turn them off. Let's turn these off. She actually has them off. So it's it's the board.
Let's turn that off. Oh, you're on yellow?
The vaccine was costing. Let me see.
That's better.
Right now it's at a down. Lee, you hear us good? It's such a delay. You know? I hear you.
Sort of.
And now we lost Marietta completely.
Go to her settings and allow TikTok to use the camera. She has to go to her settings and allow.
Even when she's not here, she's an issue. See, I hear her delayed in one spot and the other spot. Lee, your teeth look great. Look how nice your teeth look.
Yeah, they do look very nice.
They're very white. Why are we like that's driving me?
I don't know. I've always been delayed.
Angelo, we need your help.
I just dripped.
You already quit.
Mm. How does it seem? Are you hearing it messed up on your iPad in the other room?
He doesn't have TikTok.
Aren't we still?
I think we have multiple devices. That's why.
Oh,
Well, Marietta's never going to figure this out right now. So here it comes again. My mother texts Marietta is missed. I hear you though, as always.
I saw a big house on 14th Avenue for sale by Tyler.
No, when we picked Angelo up from school, we saw Zang.
Michelle? No,
Same one.
no. That was. Oh God.
Here you are. We got a coffee cup now, and now you're on mute.
So this is riveting. An entire live episode about going live.
Did you try to request her? That's the only way she's going to get it.
It's something with her phone and her camera.
I just requested myself.
She dropped it. The back broke. So it's possible the phone camera broke. I broke that too. Anyway, Lee, why don't you tell us how your day was?
Can we everyone hear her? Because I can't.
Okay, well, I had because my which is a very small tear in your
And so does it need to be fixed? So they had the results already in one day.
And when Elisa first told me this, of course I had to look up everything and I was like panicked. But this is something, were they even panicked? Because this seemed like from the research that I did that this is not unexpected. Like this is not so rare. Like this happens quite a bit. They have ways to fix it like immediately.
What was the symptoms?
Very bad headache.
And that's why you went?
We have to figure this out before we get Kim Rogers on.
That's
Oh.
we can record and not play it live. We don't have to play live. Just gonna record. So you had symptoms, so you went. Now you're gonna go twice.
Yeah, my symptoms were having headaches for about me to say I need to go to the doctor. And they were really bad headaches, enough for me to say I need to go to a doctor.
And they don't know what caused this.
You heard me complaining about my headaches. You heard me. I complained. You heard me complaining about my headaches.
I thought Elle was talking too much in your ear. But some headaches, but they know what can cause this.
Well, it's usually a little bit of trauma, or it could be brought on by a cough,
Mm-hmm.
bad sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because I'm old.
Definitely not the marijuana though, right?
I think it's because I'm old now. Definitely not the marijuana.
I think it's one of those things about midlife that you don't realize that you're getting more frail and like little things like that happen. And who knew? Who knew that you could have a tear in your,
Well, anything can happen.
I know, but just because everything's getting, used.
Break it down.
Yeah. We're all used to
I mean, the whole day yesterday I was complaining, oh my God, it's gonna rain tomorrow, and I didn't even know it was gonna rain. It was so much, and then today it's like another day, like, ugh.
See, and I was having such a good day. I was working by myself inside. Hours later, I didn't even realize the hours had passed, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's raining." Like, that's when you know you're having a good day.
I had therapy today. So
No, I had therapy. I had therapy way after that. Everyone should have therapy.
I have therapy.
Everyone can have therapy.
You know what else, Martha?
That happened to me.
Harriet is trying to get to.
Okay. So you feel better
What's an
about
HCP?
you feel better about like your the way this is gonna go.
The member is designated to aid. Just tell them to call for eligibility.
Wait, which
It's
what is
giving you
it?
a phone number, so call.
Did I not say that at the meeting like 8,000 times?
Bye, Ange. Have fun. Why you want to be on the podcast panel?
So you want me to strip on camera?
No, thank you.
Well, that's real money.
Bye. Oh, in my car. No, not yet. Wait. All right, I gotta go get the book bag.
Oh, can you go get my thing that I left in your car?
Yeah. No, he's gotta do the homework.
Now everyone's bailing.
Now, Lisa's on with you. Talk with Lisa.
It's hard to hear her though. It's hard. I mean, why can't I hear her? Sort of. I would love to. Want to text? We can. So no. So I just want to. I want you to feel reassured. I want you to feel reassured more than you were because it is a scary thing to hear something unexpected about your health. And now I want you to feel better about it because immediately I felt better about it when I read that. And when you said what I read, I felt better because I love you. And you're like, I genuinely, I feel how you're feeling. You're one of those people to me. So, I want to know that if you feel better, just you after even talking to the doctor.
All over.
What happened?
All over. You want to get to change your shirt?
This is fun. I get this. I mean, I would just like to. I mean, I can't hear anybody else, and now there's nobody here but me, which, as we all know, I could fill up the time talking, but I won't. I won't put you through that. Um, I just want to. I really, if you're watching and you are a fan of the Midlife Mafia podcast, I just want to say thank you. I want to say that it was something that I particularly felt like should be done because there's a lot of people that don't have information that they need, and that goes with everything in life. Every like part of life that you go through when you're not reinventing the wheel. You should be able to turn to something or someone for relief or for validation or whatever it is. But actually, in this, sometimes you are reinventing the wheel. Sometimes the only person that you have to talk to doesn't have the current information. So, it is important for you to get the current information. And sometimes, believe it or not, even the doctor doesn't have the current information. Things change. Things become, uh, the results change. You reproduce the study and you get different results, or you find out the problems that were wrong with the study and it's flawed and it isn't the research is acceptable. It isn't acceptable anymore. So they find ways to make the changes that you need and you don't know about them. And I just really thought it was important to give a voice to people who are too embarrassed, actually have nobody to talk to about all the changes that you go through after you hit for women, because you've never been before. It's uncharted territory for you, but it's not uncharted territory for a lot of other people. And there's a lot of new things that have come out since maybe your mom, went through it. So maybe you don't have the resources to know that. And it takes a lot of, I just had to do a lot of investigating for myself. And I just wanted to share because I never wanted anyone to feel as abandoned and alone as I was at the time. So that's why it was important to me. So, and I know everybody who's on the podcast has their own reasons for doing it, but that was and I wanted to learn too. I love to learn. I like to watch documentaries and stuff like that. I'm always interested in the next thing to learn. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Was thank you for supporting us. I hope you're getting something out of it. And if there's something that you want to talk about or that you do want to know about, it doesn't even have to be said on the air, but there's a lot of things that I have learned. And so I'd be happy to share them with you. There's a lot of topics that we get into that you don't even think about, like losing your hair. Things about losing your hair. You lose someone you're pregnant. It's all about the hormones. And when your hormones change, everything changes. But there are so many new things that are available to us that were never available before, even years ago, that we can take advantage of that are very simple affordable, and it could be a game changer. It could be one of those things. So I don't even know if I'm still broadcasting, but thank you for supporting us. Thank you for tuning in, for all of your comments and all of your suggestions, and welcome to the family. Were we not even recording? Oh,
What am I gonna do?
Hi, YouTube. We're still on YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting us. We look forward to the next episode, and we look forward to all of your comments. We read them and we try to respond.